But yeah, Grixis. Yep, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 non-island lands. 17 other lands that do tap for blue. And I just think this card is kind of broken. It's been pretty impressive in a lot of formats. It's like been pretty sick in Modern, I think, as well. Putting Cryptic Commands back on top. Yeah, so we got some cantrips, we got split of removal spells. Astrolabe here, its primary purpose is to fix the color situation. Yo, Banjo Cargo, thank you for a Twitch Prime sub. Let me know if I should open a chest. Frankly, it's a lot easier to say that Twitch name of yours as opposed to the other one. Yeah, Astrolabe, really, the color requirements of the deck are just all over the place. You have black, black, you have blue, blue, you have blue, black, you have red, black, you have red, black. And post board, really the Astrolabe plus Back to Basics interaction I think is pretty good. No, I think Aaron was take your time. He was take your time on Twitch, I believe. Anyways, we're gonna give this a go real quick. Nope, wrong deck. How do I change decks? You can save chest opens. Do you want me to keep track? I didn't play one just now. It just auto-submitted that one first for some reason. I have both of them built. I'm going to play the Miracles deck if I... Well, I'm probably going to play the Miracles deck no matter what. Yeah. Alright. So this is match 1 with Grixis. Okay. But I haven't played with either of them currently, so I will take that into account. But yeah, Grixis. I don't know. I just think him is pretty good. I guess him is pretty bad versus Veil of Summer, but maybe I won't get Veiled a bunch in this league. I'm not sure. I think the worst land in this deck is probably Bloodstained Mire, but I think you kind of have to play it as well. Yeah, there are 4 Hymn to Tourach in this deck still. I don't know. I guess I'll probably keep, but this is not like an amazing hand. It's not really less good versus that. This makes me think Storm, really. But, alright, well, it's half of the equation. That's assuming that it is actually Storm, but... Okay, well... I don't really know what's going on anymore with that. I think I'm just gonna get Underground Sea. I have a Snowland for Astrolabe if I draw an Astrolabe. They might just still Nihil Tarn. Thoughtseize into Nihil is a weird opening. Yeah, it does look like Bug Depths. This is... Bug Depths is like a pretty hard matchup for the way I've constructed the deck, unfortunately. Nah, it's probably bug, but... No, you can still play Dead of Winter. I just am not convinced Dead of Winter is actually better than Plague Engineer, as pointed out to me by several people. I'm drinking some chai. Chai latte, Tim. It's not that messed up, mostly because Engineer is a messed up card, right? This sucks. Well, so Dark Depths is like a deck would be prefer not to be paired against as Grixis, and I'm probably going to die if they have Hex Mage. Interesting that they got Urborg. The Needle then... I don't know. This is all weird. Yo, what's up, Hemin? It's not really, because you can just make it... You can make the Merit Lage as an instant, Tim. But yeah, I'm going to Shatter discard, I think. Although I don't really think the Needle is that relevant. Alright, they discarded Safekeeper. Well, Lackey, wouldn't you rather do it at end step versus Jace? Yeah. I don't think that makes sense. The one thing you can get is you can get Hex Mage pretty good. Sorcery's speed is to play around Wasteland. Oh my god, are they main phasing it? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god. Hold on. Let me... Alright. I always make sure nowadays. Alright, we need to draw a way to close the game before that they rebuild. Alright, so it is a 3-4, unfortunately. The bolt's not a great answer. Okay, let's look for something good. I could him their one card. I don't know if that's worth it or not. I could also take the Lave and fetch, but I also think about just playing Engineer, Elf, and Bolt it. Yeah, I think that's probably the best play, because I really just want to kill that. Yeah, so I think that's actually the best play. Yeah, I can't. For the obvious reason that they rotated away their Urborg. But I think I'm pretty far ahead. That was like mind-boggling that they just main phased it. Oh, I should have fetched islands. Oh no, I have 3 islands, right? Yeah, never mind. You confused me. I had Swamp and Badlands to begin with, and I fetched 2 islands. This is good. This is good. What were they taking out before? I don't think it's very good, but it's in a Grixis deck. I think it's kind of one of the ways you can try to steal a game. Like, my deck is so poorly set up for this matchup that I think I'm supposed to do stuff like that. I think Bolt is kind of awful, actually. I'm leaning towards taking out these 3. I'm going to disagree with you because the real problem is it's actually pretty hard for me to... If I was on the play, I would more agree with you, but I think it's kind of hard to surgical the depths before they make a Merit Wage. So I don't want to rely on that. I think I'm going to just take these 3 out, though. Don't think they're really that great. I think Engineer is actually pretty good. Like, you can snipe a Dark Confidant, maybe snipe a Hex Mage. So that's the plan there. The problem is, like, I don't know. I still have Push. Just think it's kind of a weak card overall in the matchup, but you could make a case for Thoughtseize as well, I suppose. Yeah, there is a Drown in the Loch in my deck. I haven't actually tried it, but it seems good in theory. Tyrant Scorn is probably good. Name Shaman with Engineer. What does that do? Isn't Reclaimer a 1/2? No, I don't have donation decks for today, but I'll be back next Monday as well. Oh, right. I usually just name Vampire, that's why. I forgot. I mean... Is Reclaimer also a Shaman? It might be. No, it's an Elf Warrior, because, of course, it is an Elf Warrior. So opponent took my Force. They might have the turn 2. They did mulligan, though, so I don't know. Like, obviously they still could have it. Alright, Force is pretty good. I'm going to put the Brainstorm underneath it. I do think maybe back to basics is not the route I want to go, but I've been trying to figure it out. So with Urborg out, I can like fetch Volcanic Island and it'll be the best land. Don't know, Aaron. It makes me sad in any case. I'll Brainstorm first. Probably going to have to force it, though. White-blue. I think straight white-blue is a reasonable option. Especially since you want to play a lot of islands for Mystic Sanctuary, I think, if you go that direction. Yeah, UB Shadow is another deck you can play. The problem with UB Shadow is I think it's not a very good deck overall, but... Cobra Deditos, thank you for the follow. think I'm going to put a land back. I'm going to force pitch Ponder, I think. Plan is next turn to Snapcast Ponder. Also, Bug doesn't really play Wasteland. So, there is that. Cool trick I can do is I can Snapcaster Ponder and preserve this fetch. Yo, thank you for the follow, Loch B88. So I'm gonna Ponder here with the plan to play Jace next turn, obviously. Well, that sucks, so we'll shuffle 3 lands. And Double Fried, thank you for the follow. So it depends a lot on what they do here, but if they tap out for like, I don't know. Okay. Guess that's not really what I wanted them to tap out for, but so the reason I want to preserve my fetch lands is they're good with Jace, is one reason. So if they have Decay plus another fetch, they could kill my Jace, so I think I'm going to plus it on myself. Could plus on them as well, but don't know what they need. I know what I need, so I'm going to plus on myself. Yeah, they need Mox Diamond. That's probably better than average card. Yeah, Mox Diamond is not cheap, so... Remember when I said I wanted to play around Decay plus 2 lands in the graveyard? The reason Decay was on my mind was I didn't think there was a good window for them to cast Decay. Like, Snapcaster was the only target. So, it makes sense that it happened there. Yeah, I don't know why they GQ'd themselves before they drew. That didn't make any sense either. Wait. Oh, I bottomed that. Right. Edict. Alright, I'll Brainstorm first. Yeah, the back to basics aren't incredible here, unfortunately. I think we're gonna just fetch for a Snow Island. Play the Astrolabe. No help. Okay, Drown the Loch is pretty appealing. Might have to sacrifice my Jace to keep shields up this turn, but I think that's an acceptable upside. Okay, well, that's fine. I think I'm just gonna kill that now. You can pay 30 mana to make a Merit Lage if you really want to. Don't think you really want to on average. Alright, well... Probably in good shape then. 1, 2, 3. I think I'm just going to put Drown the Loch on top of my deck and Brainstorm into it. Like, this card is just so good in these situations. It just locks up a game. You can just, like, cast it 1,000 times, and what are they going to do? Like, they have no good recourse. Okay. Lock in the lock, yeah. No, I think the problem with Cryptic Command Legacy is 4 minutes basically infinite. I think that's like literally the problem. Well, I don't think specifically this deck cares about Mother of Runes really, so. Alright, let's see if my opponent's done yet. What's the best way? I guess I can just Brainstorm. Put my good cards on top, let them take something irrelevant. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll just let them Thoughtseize my Brainstorm. Note, I have one more Mystic Sanctuary, so that's like actually pretty strong as well. I could just start plussing on them, actually. Yeah. Well, my top card is Snapcaster, so I'm just going to draw it. Like, I'm not sure how they beat Drown, Snapcaster, Drown, get Drown back with my Delta plus Sanctuary, essentially. So.
For death.
Oh, gosh. Alright, I guess I'll try Death next Monday. Like, you could say that. You definitely could say that. It'll be glorious. I guess it'll be something. Anyways, this is the least interesting part about playing this deck. Like, my opponent's effectively dead. Oh, I should have hymned first, then plussed. Oh well. That's a slight misstep. I hope it doesn't matter, but it hypothetically could. Yeah, it's a slight mental misstep. Because now they can draw like Hex Mage or something to kill my thing. Alright, well, didn't get punished for that misplay, but... In fact, I think that matchup is bad, but I think it would be worse if they were straight black-green. I think adding blue probably strengthens me in the matchup. By the way, thanks for everyone hanging out. Shout out to Card Hoarder and Cardboard Life for sponsoring this stream. In addition, I would not do this without the support of all y'all. And the best way for y'all to support the stream is to follow, follow on YouTube or sub on YouTube, or, just donate. I think the first Badlands is pretty good. That's why there's only one Badlands. I think the most questionable land in the deck is probably Snow-Covered Mountain. But also keep in mind Mystic Sanctuary is not like a turn 4 play in this deck, really. It's usually going to be later than that, I think. Alright, so I can fetch Snow Island, play Astrolabe, so I'm going to keep. Oh, I drew a Force of Will, which is kind of nice insurance. My hand's a little bit dirtily. Just gonna play the Strix this turn. Greed86, thank you for the follow. Okay. Basic Island Days is probably Blue-Red Delver. I'm actually going to play my land first. I'll play around Spell Pierce. Yeah, but why would Sneak Days a Baleful Strix Hyperion? Like, that's what you have to think about, right? Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't see a conceivable reason that they should actually do that. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Actually, I'm not going to. And the reason is having the 4th land guaranteed is kind of nice. But I also do think it's Blue-Red Delver, in which case the Strix is more valuable. Island, Snow-Covered Island. Delver can definitely beat Plague Engineer on Human. But I also don't know if it's Delver or not yet. I don't think I'm gonna play this turn. I'm gonna see what's actually going on. First off, they play Bolt. They also play True Name Nemesis, so both of those things are like... Alright, I'm just gonna slam Jace. Think the 3 islands definitely makes me think not Delver. Makes me think Show and Tell. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Nah, it's... this explains a lot, actually. So, for those of you who don't know, Grim Monolith plus Power Artifact is infinite colorless mana. Why did they daze my Baleful Strix if they're playing that deck? I don't know, this is weird. This is likely not to be very good, but Jace is still pretty good, so... Kind of wonder if end step I should fetch Sanctuary to put Ponder on top of my deck, really. What do you think? Interesting. debating how much I care about this. So I'd probably get... Is it crazy to just let it resolve and slam my Jace next turn? Alright. I've decided I'm gonna let it resolve. That might be crazy, but... The problem is I think Jace is like my best card in my hand. I think the Plague Engineer is like pretty awful, obviously. Okay. So I'm gonna put the Ponder into my hand for Force of Will, essentially. That's the primary impetus to do this. By put into my hand, I mean put it on top of my deck, but then it'll go into my hand, draw step. Going to leave my Black Source untapped so I can play Angler if necessary. Interesting. Kind of unfortunate that I didn't draw a fetch. But that's okay. Cannot play Angler, unfortunately, because I only have 4 cards in my graveyard. If I drew a fetch, I could crack it and play the Angler. That's why I left the Badlands untapped. Obviously, I can't cast my blue cantrips except the Karn shutting off my Astrolabe. So, this was my plan to... maybe I'll go for Lattice. That's fine. Legacy is wild nowadays. It's a wild, wild west. We don't know yet, but probably. I mean, honestly, a lot of things could be their win con, right? I think Ponder is better because I don't have a shuffle clearly. Gonna Ponder first. I think I'm gonna take the fetch, crack the fetch, and then brainstorm with Jace. I don't have any Mystic Sanctuaries yet, so left. So okay, that's really good actually. think next turn I'm going to play around Daze, so I'm going to probably cast my Drown the Loch on one of their spells if they let me. But I guess I don't really need the Strix either, so we'll see what happens. I think making sure that their Karn dies if they minus it is worth it. Right, well, I guess I'll counter that one. Are they intuition for 3 forces and forcing my Drown the Loch? Because that'd be kind of rude. Okay. They had Force Pitch Daze. So now they can make infinite mana and probably wish for Ballista. Gonna make sure they actually have the Ballista in their sideboard, but it seems insane for them not to. Is this lame? Magma Mine. It's hilarious. This seems significantly worse than Walking Ballista. Why are they playing Magma Mine instead of Ballista? I don't really understand. Goblin Lackey 1. Google, what the hell was the deck called that the French played that abused Wall of Roots plus Magma Mine due to poor rulings? Yo, what's up? 2x finesse god underscore. Also something ding, something ding. Boom has been called. Wall of Boom, that was the name of the deck. Yeah. I was trying to remember it. I see. Okay, that makes sense then. Oh, thank you, Kanoxai. I have no idea what person said. But let's not worry about it. Anyways, welcome to the stream, everyone. Wow, up to 125 so far. Alright, we're down a game versus mono blue artifacts, but I'll keep. How do I distribute the community chest gifts? I have no idea how that thing operates. Alright, Delta go. I'm a little bit soft to like a quick start, but didn't, well, Interesting. What are you talking about? This is a fun zone. Chubby Rain. What are you talking about? Interesting. Yeah. I've read a lot of old articles about decks and things. It eats up a lot of space in my head. Interesting. You can't spell fun without you. I'm not sure that's technically correct. There was actually some merit to me fetching Underground Sea, mostly because of this. Yeah. Kind of a small punishment, but I don't think it's going to matter that much. I think the island can go back. Probably the Rampage. I think I'm just gonna him them this turn. If they daze, obviously I'll pay. I think I'm okay with that. Really kind of hope I draw another land next turn so I can snap him. They're forcing my him. Pitching Brainstorm. Let's think about this logically. If I Pyroblast it and they have a daze, it doesn't work out great, but because I'm probably supposed to blast it still. But I was thinking about not doing so. Yo, what's up, Seeker? Yeah, it felt like this was gonna happen. I guess I'm okay with it. I'm just gonna not fight over this part now. Yeah, probably. Alright, and then I'm just gonna main phase K command. Waiting doesn't accomplish anything because their only colored sources are the petals. I just want to like get them to heck bent ASAP. Right, they discarded an island. Heck bent. Yeah, Heckbent has been called. Kind of interesting if I'm supposed to just cast K command or cast Brainstorm first. I think I'm probably supposed to cast Brainstorm first. A land is pretty good for me. If I'm going to cast Brainstorm, I'm going to tap the C to do it. Well, that worked out less well, but that's okay. Can't cast the command this turn. Probably want to leave up Blast. The question is, do I want to leave up Triumph? Probably not. Note, I am Brainstorm locked, but it's okay because I can snap Brainstorm next turn to try to clear it out, or I can just cast the K command instead. I'll decide what to do next turn. Yeah, that wasn't actually a real thing. It was just people abusing the fact that no one understood how the rules worked. Okay, well, I bought a booster in 1997. It was a revised booster. But during college, I read a lot of articles on the internet about old decks. And I also played Sanctioned Magic starting in 2003/4. All right, now I'm going to do this during their upkeep. Slowly just, they're forcing this. I think I'm fine with that. That set was... Sorry. Mirrodin came out in 2004 fall. Scourge came out in that summer. Alright, I'm gonna say go, because I don't really want to give him a window to cast like a blue spell, but I can just snap Brainstorm. We are Shotscape. I understand the hesitation, but I think it's actually okay to do so. Wow, this is really aggressive. The reason to not cast Snap Pyroblast is to play around Daze, and I'm going to play around Daze because it doesn't cost me much. Shotscape, you could make an argument for cutting the mountain. I don't think you can cut the swamp, though. Okay. I'm just going to force it, pitching Snap, then. Interesting. Well, there are 2 snow-covered swamps in my deck, I thought, right? Interesting. So I do want to draw the Jace, but also the land is nice, so... I guess if they make me Snap Blast, that's fine. Yes, I already commented about that at the beginning of the video, and I believe it's okay to do that. Zerchen, I think it cost me too much to play around Days there because, I mean, they also went to one card the turn they played the Jace, right? Because of the misdirection thing. I mean, I guess I could have played around Days again, but it would take me a while. I would have to play Snap, Ponder, but maybe it was correct to do that instead. In any case, I'm gonna go like that. Saving the Ponder to pitch to Force. Okay, kind of just have everything I need. The name of the game is if I put them to 0 cards in hand with the current setup. Oh, they must have drawn Jace the turn after I played Jace. If I reduce them to 0 cards, they can't win. I'll just leave up Snap Blast this turn. But Doctor, my Jace only has a 3 for its die. What's the problem? Alright, soon I'll start Fate Sealing them. I'll just shuffle. I agree, Ved. Chose to shuffle. Alright. Yeah, I already knew. Well, I was pretty sure they didn't have Chalice in their deck based on how the game's played out. Alright. Opponent conceded once I plussed on them. Alright, game 3 versus Mono Blue Power Artifact. I think I'm satisfied with this configuration. Because I don't need a faster clock. Yeah, I think if I just have answers for everything they do, I'm gonna win. This should not be in my deck, I think. I think they're pretty creatureless. I'm gonna have one Surgical in my deck, I think. But they showed me Intuition, so I think Surgical is actually pretty good. Might cut the Angler too, but I'm not sure about that. Yo, what's up, Mikey? Hope you're having a good one. I mean, I am gonna cut the Angler. You could make a case for cutting one of the Strixes, but they're blue cards. DBS Man 12, thank you for the follow. Oh, I could have trimmed one blade. I actually believe this hand is a keep, even though it looks crazy to keep. Is my opponent going to counter the slave? That'd be kind of wild. Oh, okay. Don't think they're going to end up countering it, really. They might daze, I guess. But I don't really care if they do that. Alright. Well, this is going to make things a little bit harder if I don't draw a land. Alright. I also think it's a really weird play, but I'm not going to say anything. Plus, you know. I think it's weird is the correct word. But I wonder if they're thinking about misdirecting this Thoughtseize. The thing is, misdirecting Thoughtseize is not even that good, because here's what happens. I just pitch my worst card. And I believe that's just Jace here. It's a 2 for 2, essentially. I mean, I guess they get to see my hand. They pitch Daze. Wait, they misdirected... that's kind of weird. I don't know. Nah, I guess that makes sense, actually. I'm going to Thoughtseize them, play around Daze. They could have like a 4-drop in their hand. They're forcing this. I have 5 forces in my deck. I think I'll just let it go. If they play something critical next turn, then I'll play Brainstorm looking for a force. Otherwise, I'd rather just not cast a Brainstorm this turn. Like, it's going to be a lot better next turn to cast. Oh. I really do not care about this, as long as I draw a red source. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Karn, to a lesser degree, is pretty not great for me. God damn it. That's really frustrating. You have four NIA underscore. Thank you for the resub. Let me know if I should open a chest. I'm not sure. Basic swamps. I didn't have a lot of time to figure it out. Before Horizons came out, I won a lot with Grixis with Arcanist. That was really the primary motivation. ehands98, thank you for the follow. I actually think this Ballista might kill me pretty quickly if I don't draw a red source underneath the other thing. Yep. I guess Strix forces them to use one counter on it, so it's fine. Macrolius, thank you for the follow as well. I forgot how long these games take in comparison to playing any other Legacy deck. Is Cardboard Alive add-on not working for Drewski 90? Great. It's not even anything good to search for right now. Can someone else confirm that the Cardboard Life extension is actually broken? There's also literally a link, right? Like, it showed you a link to it. Okay, thank you, Ill Will Phil, Icy Devil, and 4NIA. Yeah. I think I might surgical my Baleful Strixes to increase my outs. Okay, thank God. It seems actually correct, right? I mean, I don't know. I already have one sanctuary out. I'm gonna just get this one. Land. I should not have removed the one in the yard. Yeah, that was correct. This has been a very awkward game, but maybe I'm okay. Yo, Jax MTG, thank you for the follow. See, I had surgicals in because of the intuition. It's really sad. Yo, I did fetch the Badlands. What's up, Alan? Welcome to the stream. What about leaving an intuition versus surgical extraction? What do you think of that? Alright, Snapcaster Mage, please. So I can snap Rampage to kill Karn. Okay, Snapcaster! Snapcaster! God damn it. No, but they showed me, I think they have at least 3 intuitions. Probably going to die to a wished ballista. Probably going to die to Mycosynthitis if they decide to do it. Well, that was frustrating. Dead. Okay. We're 1-1. I don't think I'm going to do that, Canucksai, but it's more reasonable than you might think, probably. I don't know how to build the deck is the real issue. I'm going to mulligan this hand. Interesting. I guess I keep and hope they're a creature deck. I'm gonna bottom the second snow-covered island. Okay, come on, just be a creature deck. Looks like it's probably Ant instead. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, I probably deserve some of this during deck construction. I would like to note I'm playing one more land than normal to play 2 sanctuaries, though. Like, I'm playing 21 instead of 20, so... Mire C Thoughtseize really does make me think Ant, though. Yeah, I don't really have any excuses for the first Sanctuary, except I just wanted to play 2 to try them. Not looking great for the home team. So I played Swamp on 1 on the off chance that they weren't Ant. Like... But it really, really looks like it. And the one issue with that is that it slows me down a turn to rebuy the hymn. But I guess I would have need the second black anyways before doing that. But I guess if I just play like Island, I don't know. I could have done it differently is all I'm saying. Because now like I can't fetch for Sanctuary to get this on turn 4 end step or whatever the case may be. And this matchup is predicated on the idea that if you hymn your opponent a lot, they're going to lose. So maybe I don't even have to worry about that because I would need like a hymn before that, right? Okay, guess it's not Ant. These look really not good though. Probably still have to take the Brainstorm just because it's so powerful next turn and just take a hit from this Angler. I only have like 2 removal spells that kill it cleanly. That's Liliana's Triumph and Angrath's Rampage. Okay, this is getting worse. Problem is I know my top 2 cards are Force of Will and I really don't want to draw those. I think they're just like really, really, really dead here. Just get Volcanic. Okay, Plague Engineer is a good start. I think I'm going to keep one of the pushes in case. Unfortunately, I can't really play around days, so I'm not going to. Because end stepping the Brainstorm means I would just draw those Force of Wills. It doesn't seem particularly good for me to do that, right? Like, if I wait until my turn, after I fetch, I see a lot more new cards. I knew about 2 Force of Wills from the Ponder. Because I would have to redraw one of the cards then. Like, it doesn't seem like a good use for me to do that, really. Alright, well. Probably going to die to this Angler, unfortunately, but... That list looks really good and clean. Note, you can still cast this 1 spawn times later off of Elvish Spirit Guide if you really want to. I think that's kind of cool. I was also thinking Bitter Blossom Max. They sometimes play Bitter Blossom, so you might as well just cover it. Probably dead to a bolt. do need a Brainstorm. Alright, they dazed to just make another token, which is probably a good move with me being at 3. Also, now if they ponder into a bolt, I die. So it's just all sorts of bad news going around. They chose to shuffle, though. Okay. I think Urborg is just not really that great besides the Eye of Ugin thing. I would trust Orm's list. I trust his decisions for the most part. So that's basically how I feel about it. No, I'm not playing any Dead of Winters anymore. I'm playing Plague Engineer instead. I think Counterbalance is fine. Dome17, thank you for the follow. I'm sort of pre-boarded for this matchup, but I kind of feel like I do want the second Triumph. And probably the Liliana. Liberal Levy, thank you for the follow. Then I'm going to shave some number of Force of Wolves, especially on the play. Specifically, I think versus Grixis, I think it's more okay to do this. I could actually just side all of them out and just try to go heavy on blasts. I sort of like that too. Pretty sure they are Delver. Anyways, I'm going to try this configuration then. Am I allowed to keep? Probably. What do you mean by Maverick or Green-White Depths? Oh, what's up, Borm? Erratic Explosion is quite the card. Good for revealing Draco, too. Alright, cool. I found some lands, which is really what I was in the market for. I don't know. Probably whichever one you enjoy more. I guess it technically works well with Sanctuary. Kind of feeling not even playing the Strix this turn. For a few reasons. Play around days, and also kind of do want to draw the Rampage just as another removal spell. You chose not to shuffle, huh? Alright, yeah. I'm just gonna go land go. I disagree with that because I want to draw the Delta in case if I do want to cast Triumph End Step, Digital Kunst. Or if I wanted to fatal push that, like, I'm gonna push that end step. Yeah, but I wanted the other land as well, digital cons. So I disagree with you. Like the actual fact is, I would only want that if I wasn't forced to do anything for a while. All right. I think they're going to die to their Bitter Blossom, but we'll see how many threats they have in hand. Thank you for the follow. Actually, I'm pretty glad I don't have the Rampage instead of the Scalding Tarn now. It's fine so far. All right. I think I'm actually going to take out the Delver and then plan for this one to kill all of the rogue tokens. So basically use Engineer as a Flame Tongue for Delver. If they attack with Angler, I'll block with Engineer on Angler. Guess I won't do that. Well, I can still block and use K command to rebuy, so... Gonna cast this on their upkeep. Gonna make them discard, get back Engineer, I guess? Actually, I shouldn't even do it upkeep, because they could just have another... Well, if they have Thoughtseize, I guess they do it anyways. think this is actually correct to do it now. Because, like, if I wait, there's a weird window where they could have Spell Pierce plus Daze. Alright, I guess they could have that. Whatever, that's fine. They had to pitch a Brainstorm, I think. Alright, now I'm going to trade with one of these. I think I kind of have to, unfortunately. The reason I didn't play Ponder last turn was to play around Spell Pierce plus Daze as well. Or at least Spell Pierce. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So put K command on top. Yes, I did. I know what you're talking about. Weird. Just showed up in my hand and lightning bolt. Okay. Yep, agreed. There's a lot going on. Interesting. Guess I'll block there. Yeah. I also hope they attack with Gurmag. Thought about it. It seems pretty strong in the show and tell deck, actually. This is why I don't like this card as well. Like, Rogue just literally obliterates them. Yeah, I knew they were rogues. Why do you think? I mean... Okay. Opponent has lost to my 3-mana Wrath of God. Yeah, why would I need a reset engineer, Matt? It's ridiculous. Oh, I knew they were rogues. Played land to play around Dispute? Yeah, probably. But I think since they're Grixis, they play Blast. Alan, in a Grixis deck, I think you really should play Blast over Dispute. I think I'm gonna have 2 forces in on the draw, just as protection. I don't know if Legacy will be dead or not. Well, I guess the question is how you define dead, right? It isn't really, and you sort of saw why. I think Bitter Blossom is just kind of not very good, but people like the card, so they sometimes play it. Yep. Hello from Brazil. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, you basically have to keep all of your hands when you play decks like these. Same for like Miracles-esque decks. The problem is you just need lands. Yeah, exactly. Yes, that is how that works. Exactly. Yeah, I have. Well, I did cut Jace on the draw, so it's a little bit harder for me to do that, but still think I would keep that hand like most of the time. Oh, fair enough. Volgo will High Lord. Uh, that's Alan. I'm gonna play around Days. I'm not gonna play my Angler this turn. Oh, I don't know what that is. Kill all their stuff. It's a random sequence of letters. Sort of sounds like fried bread. Right. Our opponent's deck is just all rogues. It's Grixis rogues. Arcanus is a zombie wizard, to be fair. Gurmag is a fish rogue. It depends on how they're constructed, Zach. The more discard you play in these decks, the less soft they are to combo, but... Covetous Rat, thank you for the follow. Okay. Not the ideal one, really. The problem with that one is there are multiple problems with it, really. Perhaps I'm supposed to just play Angler this turn. It's very, very, very low. Especially since they went Brainstorm, put 2 back, not play a fetch, and play Pyromancer. So I think it's very, very, very low. Because if you draw a fetch land, you play it and use it, I think. I think I'll play my fetch. And crack it. I could snap push as well. That's sort of intriguing, but that opens me up to a lot of stuff. Alright. Decide what my play is. I'm gonna leave the lightning bolt in my graveyard. It really feels like they have Blast in their hand, which is why I want to play Angler here. Because, like, if you play the Angler here, it sort of presents a weird window where they don't get to spend their card efficiently. Yeah, but I would rather just... Oh. That sucks. I'm really convinced their last card is Blast. Because, like, think about it. For this play to make sense for them, and for them not to cast a Preordain, it means that their last card has to be a card that they want to hold up. And really, it has to be Blast. So, I'm not going to force back. I think that's just asking for trouble. I could have done that, Fine Gersh. Maybe I was supposed to. I don't know. It is true that the counterpoint to all of this is how am I going to get the Blast out of their hand if I don't use Force there. I don't want to trade 2 cards for the Blast. I want to trade 1 card is really what I'm thinking. So... Sucks. Plague Engineer? Fuck. My options are quickly vanishing. Alright. I guess I'm sort of forced to play into it now, but I still think it was correct not to before. Oh my god, they didn't have it the entire time. Wow. It's just so weird that they didn't cast Preordain that turn. Still trying to wrap my head around the fact that they didn't play Preordain on that turn. Like, I probably would have just cast Preordain to get that true name in my hand. I'm gonna save the life points. I think they're more valuable. Sucks a lot. Probably gonna lose. All starts with a Brainstorm. The Force looks really, really not very good now. So put these 2 back. Hope I'm not dead. Yeah, Oko's fine versus True Name. Alright, I'm dead. Kind of sucked. Felt like I was ahead that game, then things sort of slipped out of control. I guess that's like the nature of the beast when you play these decks. If things go slightly awkward, you lose. I guess I could have also just called the bluff on Blast as well, though, so... that's something to think about. Playing against Holy Limbo. Yeah, Brandon 6 would have dominated that game from our side. You're correct. Because Oko makes it so you have to attack the True Name, or you have to attack Oko with True Name so many times while it's making 3/3s. Yeah, exactly what Orm said. It takes forever to kill Oko. Well, this is a mulligan. Oh my god. Maybe I just have to abandon this deck. This is already on 6. I don't know, maybe I have to keep. I think I can. It's not the best, but it's also not great. It's actually just pointing out to me that maybe I think my pet card is not good anymore, which is okay. You know, sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. Alright, that made it a lot better, I think. My pet card is Hymn to Tourach. Admittedly, it's a more spiky pet card than a lot of people's. I am a noob looker. But I also chose to keep, whereas other people wanted to mulligan, so I don't know. Probably him's hitting the bench. Him is very good in black green Nick Fit. Yo, what's up, Bara? How you doing, friend? Well, Miracoli 13, that's an interesting assertion. It depends on how many green decks you expect and how many of them actually play Veil. I don't think it's fair to just say with all the veils in the sides without giving more context. Chromox. So it's Tess, I guess. Exactly fine. I'm a lot less thrilled about it than I was at the beginning of the night. Come on. I don't know. Come on, flip empty. Flip empty. God damn it. Yeah, now I'm super dead. I wanted them to flip empty after the Thoughtseize. Yeah, they almost played into Bolt. So specifically, this version does not play Past in Flames anywhere, so I'm not going to bother with the spell bombs. Surgical is also not like at its best here, so I probably won't bother with that. But Liliana's Triumph is also awful, so I think I might sideboard like this. I guess with him, Surgical gains value, and Astrolabe is also not really required because I'm allowed to fetch every dual land. So I might cut 2 Astrolabes for 2 Surgicals, actually. It's not going great. I put an extra push. Oh my god, I did. You're right. Whoops. I quick to 61 somehow. And there's the push. You're right. Look, I can bottom that push, I guess. I think on 6, this is fine. But obviously the push is not supposed to be in my deck. Yeah, it was just a misclick, obviously, but... Okay. Okay. Forced it on the off chance that they get Past in Flames instead. No reason to risk it there, I think. Okay. There shouldn't be. Yeah, the question is, do I want to... Oh, actually, sorry. The real reason to do that is what if they just get empty the warrens, right? Sorry, I misspoke. Countering it is correct because what if they just get empty? Well, honestly, I think it's correct for them to go for it because they know I mulliganed. But I don't know, like, I don't play Storm really, so... I didn't have any lands for the Engineer, Bara. Like, I literally had one land. So, I don't know, like... This is... something alright. Like, I had one land, Force, these 3 cards. I had one land, this, Force. So... I mean, I think I'm going to win despite having 61 cards and extra Fatal Push in my deck for no reason. But my clock is also abysmally slow, so... I'm going to Engineer Goblin this turn to get a clock going. I just think killing the Petal that turn was good. Interesting. That's pretty good. I'm an Elves player. I've played Elves a lot in the past. Not for years, though, but in the past. Just gonna Brainstorm right here, actually. We're 1-2 currently, but that's not the point. Yeah, 3, Halix 1, thank you for the follow. Jiggy Wiggy, thank you for the follow. Alright, opponent's conceding to hide information, which I think is correct. I'm not sure. I mean, like, I'm trying things. Now I can also restore to 60 cards, where I was supposed to be, but misclicks happen. How do I beat 100 life? I don't know, probably by emptying for like 70 goblins. Who wins? 100 life or 70 goblins? Fluxy14, thank you for the follow as well. Activate Charbelcher twice. This hand is shit, so I'm gonna mulligan. I guess on 6 cards I'm probably supposed to keep, but it's not like insane or whatever. put a K command on the bottom, right? Then I drew my other K command. Blasting that so fast. I'm gonna get Volcanic because of the Brainstorm in my hand, but you could make a case for the him to get a Badlands, but I think that's probably wrong. Yeah, I don't think getting Badlands is actually correct. Am I getting emptied? My opponent didn't even need the Brainstorm. Can I beat 8 goblins? Well, there's a few things related to that. Well, I have to surgical myself first. Take 8. I'll be at 1 life, and I think also I'm not allowed to draw a black source that's a fetch land. Don't want to draw Pyroblast. I can leave the one in the yard though. So I can snap Brainstorm. Yeah. But I'm still in pretty bad shape. All right, here it comes. No! I tried. All right, I'm gonna play the last match out for science and then start a new league with a different deck, but I tried my hardest that game. We even surgicaled ourselves. No, the next league will be white, blue, red. Well, who cares if you're right, Bara? Just being snarky. Snow-covered swamp, huh? That can mean almost anything. I don't know. Twitch told me about it, so I decided to enable it. Schnef 8. I guess this is steps. Alright, well I can kill that for sure. Probably need to ponder into a land. gonna risk it. Alright, rewarded. I think not pondering is just playing too scared, frankly. Joke's on opponent. My hand's just all spells. I think they're black-green depths, probably. I agree with Mondo Zoyer 9. That's why I made the play. Alright, so it is black-green depths. Okay. BG Solemnity. It's always possible. Anything's possible. Jack Battle, I don't know. I really have no idea right now. I agree, Solnox won, actually. That seemed weird to me. Interesting. So they'd bog me, I guess. Alright. So I'm not allowed to attack this turn. Guess I'd engineer naming Vampire. I guess I could ponder first, actually. Before Battle Droid deck? I don't even know what that means, really. Alright. I'm just gonna say go. I have another Black Source on top of my deck, so I can cast both of these in one turn. They didn't even go for it, huh? Weird. Yeah, it's possible I should have. Right now I have Sanctuary up. They have second stage. Do they know about the Rampage? Interesting. Okay. That makes sense then. One, two, three, four. So I could fetch, put Ponder on top of my deck, and then play Angler, delving away the other two. Guess that seems right. Decaying my Astrolabe did seem weird to me, but I'm not here to judge. I could. Maybe I should consider that. Hope they didn't draw Decay. It's fine. I don't think any creatures actually kill me. They got another depths. Unfortunately, the second depths is very bad for me. I don't think it actually was worth countering, but obviously it played out sort of poorly because this is happening. There's only one step in their deck. Like, I don't think it's correct to play around Sejiri's step. Okay, well, that was good. Sort of. So I think now I have to Rampage the first Merit Lage. I guess I can attack. It's fine. One, two, three. Okay, that's perfect. I can... Yep, that's perfect. I guess I'll attack and see if they block. I don't think they will, nor do I think they should. Wow. This is mind-boggling. I mean, I don't think they're supposed to block. I think blocking is just wrong. No, I mean, I don't know. That's weird. Also, this matchup still sucks. Yeah, I think that is the tie. I'm not sure it actually is. That's my point. Well, they showed us Confidant. Probably can't take that out then. Fucking is always wrong. Well, I'm gonna disagree. Um, Adam, I've definitely seen you block. You can't lie to me like that. Yeah, but I was fine with them blocking. That was what was going on. So now I have to decide what I want to do. I think this is kind of shit, actually. This is just kind of difficult all around. Yeah, I could potentially side out K command. Oh, I'm about to time out. Shit. It tries to Penguster, but it's not guaranteed. Nice. This is a freaking nice sample hand. Alright, this is fine. No, it's not random. It tries. I mean, exactly. That's what Whiteface has said is how the algorithm works. Actually, I guess we don't know that for sure, but it's a good theory. Third land's good. Not that one though. I think I'm just gonna shuffle that. I don't think this plan's as good versus Grixis as it was versus Rug. Really is what's going on here, but right. Don't want them to rotate for a step to save their creature. That's cool. Works out perfectly. We did get them, as the kids say. No, I'm not. I just pretend sometimes. Hope they don't have rotation for Dark Depths. Fuck! That's bad. Alright. Need Baleful Strix or Liliana's Triumph. Okay, that's step one. I think what is actually supposed to happen is on the draw I shouldn't have Max him in my deck, but now that I've thought about it a little bit more, but I was running out of time to think about it. I literally had like 6 seconds when I hit submit, so... Guess I'm treading water. Okay, I have the force behind. Yeah, I think you're right about B2B. I'm not going to have it in my deck. I'll cut one him, actually, I think, is the answer. I might want Liliana as well. What's Reed Duke's most recent tweet? I guess I'll read it and then tell you if I'll allow it. Oh god, I don't want to discuss that. Bara. I read it. I don't really like Force of Negation versus them very much, actually. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. This is fine. Probably gonna get snow-covered island on turn 1 to play Astrolabe. Oh, there are faces on this island? I never realized that. What the hell? Huh. That's kind of creepy. Oh, it's Easter Island. That makes sense. Okay. I don't think that's a very reliable plan, Climax rules. So I don't try to engage in plans like that. They took Force, that's fine. I'm going to take the Ponder, but I'm going to shuffle with my fetch for a C and cast another Ponder. Alright, that looks pretty good. God damn it, this is a huge problem. They have so many creatures in their hand. I'm kind of like fucked, I think. Next turn I have to like bolt plus K command bolt. I have played Dead Drop before. I think Callum convinced me to play it once. Yeah, I mean, it seems tough for me, but I'm going to play Blue White Red Mystic Sanctuary next. I could bolt Snap Bolt as well, and that might be better, actually. I think that is actually better. The reason to do it now is so you don't get blown out by Bog. So they're scrying for stage, probably. Yeah. Then I'll play Jace, bounce Tarmogoyf, and then have a turn to look for an Edict, really. Not going to block this turn because I want to protect my Jace next turn. Or sorry, I guess the turn after that. Alright, so there's the Bog. Naturally drew. So their hand is Reclaimer, Stage, X. Yeah, I can Brainstorm next turn. It depends on what they do, obviously, but I probably will have to Brainstorm next turn. I think the play they should make this turn is Reclaimer go, plus play the stage, obviously, because the reason to do that is it lets you attack through a Strix with Reclaimer by getting Sejiri's Step. Okay. So their hand is Tarmogoyf Reclaimer. Possibly I shouldn't have played this land out, but I do need a fetch for my Jace Brainstorm. Wow. It's just working out very well for me. I really think this game would have been better for them if they had just played Reclaimer that one turn. I don't understand playing the Tarmogoyf that turn either. That's like really weird. I am 1-3, that's true, but I think my mana base is misbuilt slightly. But also maybe just the deck is too greedy with Mystic Sanctuary and Hymns. Just gonna brainstorm. Holy cow. I mean, I think I would have lost if they'd played Reclaimer that one turn, actually. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm going to play a different deck in a second. I guess I'll throw up the deck list on the extension as well. But this is what I plan on doing for the next league. Real quick, I'll go to the bathroom, get a drink. Let me update the deck list real quick.